Promoters and residents in St. Catherine North are being reminded that permits for entertainment events will continue to be closely scrutinized. The warning comes from head of the St. Catherine North Police Division, Senior Superintendent Hopton Nicholson. Senior Superintendent Hopton Nicholson says while the police have relaxed some restrictions and granted permits in areas that traditionally would not qualify, the approach remains cautious and deliberate.
In some areas, we have to restrict, and I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of issues, and if we do not cauterize some things in some spaces, you're going to find that we allow spaces to be created for enemies to meet.
The senior officer notes that some individuals are actively looking for opportunities to commit crimes, making careful monitoring essential.
The truth is that there are some persons who are just waiting on some opportunities to commit some crimes. We have relaxed some of it. We have given some persons some permit in some areas that we never usually. And then now, in some instances, we have to start restricting some other areas.
He says communities that demonstrate compliance with the rules will be given consideration, but approvals will continue on a case-by-case basis. It's time for a break, but stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. Safety concerns are again emerging over the absence of sidewalks along some major roads in Manchester. The situation is again in the spotlight after the recent death of a student. Alia Bryant has the details.
Students walking to and from the nearby schools have been navigating a growing hazard along Midday Main Road in Manchester. 14-year-old Akeelia Thompson, an 8th grade student at the Midday High School, recently died after being struck by a coaster bus that was reversing along the Midday Main Road on February 6. At the latest sitting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation meeting, Councillor for the Belfield Division, Mario Mitchell, said several letters have been sent to the National Works Agency, NWA, but no action has been taken. During a follow-up visit, Manchester Central MP Rhoda Moy Crawford pledged to get sidewalks built along the Carteret Road, a major route used by several students. But Councillor Mitchell accused MP Rhoda Moy Crawford of only raising the issue after the teen's death.
I want to ask the Member of Parliament, or publicly the NWA, where is the sidewalk going to be? Because if I remember certainly correctly, Mr. Bond did build a sidewalk from the entrance of the Midday High School go to the crossing where you go to Berry and go to Midday. Is it going to be a sidewalk going to come from that crossing to Victor Dixon, where a lot of the students from Midday walk to Victor Dixon? But we also have the problem homes of Dixon, where we have Bellier, High, and Basic. Those children have nowhere to walk, absolutely nowhere to walk. The College come down to Western Road. The students from Bishop Dixon stay the same problem. The students from College.
In the meantime, plans for a roundabout at the junction of Midday and Manchester Roads have again come into focus. Councillor for the Mandeville Division, Jones Oliphant, says the Seventh-day Adventist Church has committed land to accommodate the expansion.
There were some people who suggested stoplights, but stoplights can be overrun. A roundabout would be better able to control the traffic. And the owners of this land, of the land, adjacent land, has kindly consented to give up portion of the land so that a roundabout can be accommodative to enhance the safety of the pedestrian, especially the school children.
Alia Bryant, TVJ News.
It is now time for the Business Minute.
138 student living Jamaica is reporting higher net profit for the first quarter ended December 31, despite a slight dip in revenue. The company posted revenue of $405.6 million, down 1% compared to the same period last year. Management says the decline was mainly due to reduced income recognition under its restoration concession agreement. However, operational performance remained strong. Average occupancy rose to 98%, up from 97% in the previous quarter, reflecting continued demand for student housing. Further afield, the U.S. Supreme Court issued a major blow against President Donald Trump's tariffs on Friday. The justices said Mr. Trump violated federal law when he imposed the sweeping tariffs across the globe. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in the majority opinion that Mr. Trump needs authorization from Congress to exercise those tariffs. It's a striking decision from the conservative court that has sided with the president on issues like immigration and spending cuts. The justices agreed on the decision 6-3. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Prince Moore.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, the Guyana government has welcomed commitments from US-based oil companies ExxonMobil and Chevron to partner in the country's development program. Speaking at the Guyana Energy Conference, the companies pledged support for the responsible use of Guyana's oil and gas resources. ExxonMobil's Guyana president says the company has spent $3.6 billion on local jobs and services. The Natural Resources Ministry says Chevron has also reaffirmed its partnership as Guyana's oil production has risen from 120,000 barrels per day in 2020 to more than 900,000 today. And on the international scene, Dean Kamen, inventor of the Segway, has resigned from the board of an electric aircraft company after appearing in newly released Epstein files. Court documents show email exchanges between Dean Kamen and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, including an invitation to Epstein's private island in 2013. A photo in the email also shows Kamen with Epstein's girlfriend. Now reports say Kamen stepped down from the board of Vermont-based Beta Technologies. The company says a legal review found no violations. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aaliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Alia. We head now to our final break, but when we come back, we'll have your Midday Sports Report.